Hello everyone, I am Darth Tigger and welcome to my Minecraft Redstone tutorial videos. So in the last video we showed you a few basic components on how to build a circuit. In this one I want to focus on inversion because inversion can actually be pretty important. And I'll just put actually, this will be pretty cool. There we go. So, what I've got, again, as always, I've got a power source, a switch or a redstone torch, a piece of wire, and a load. Okay? So, this time, what you're seeing is an inversion. So, let me just take that out so you can understand the difference. So, actually here, this will be even better. This will be perfect. So, because this particular circuit is inverted, and I'll tell you how it works in just a second. Because this particular circuit is inverted, the power is normally on, and when you activate the switch, the power goes off. Just like that. And if we didn't have it inverted, if we didn't have it inverted, this is what would happen. Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Put that there. There we go. So, I stand on the pressure plate and my load activates. I step off the pressure plate and my load deactivates. But the inversion will do exactly the opposite. I stand on the pressure plate and my load turns off. I step off the pressure plate, my load turns on. Right? And you can use this for anything. You can open doors with this, and then obviously pistons with this. There's a whole host of uses for it. And here's a little demonstration just to show you exactly how the direct and then the inversion can work. And it's also going to show you a little bit more about how the current flows. So, this first one, again, it's a simple circuit. It's got a switch or a power source, wire, and then a load. In this case, it's your trapdoor that's sitting there. And it's going to show you a couple different things that you can use. Okay, so I stand on the pressure plate, the trapdoor goes up. Now, it's interesting to note that the wire goes, again, to the block beside the trapdoor, and because the block beside the trapdoor is then considered energized, the trapdoor gets affected. Now, when I step off it, the trapdoor goes down. You're going to notice the same phenomena on the next one. When I step onto the next one, because there are two different things attached to that block in two different places, both of them energize at the same time, and they both open. The door and the trapdoor. Okay? And just to show you, that's just the door by itself. Okay? Now, the inversion. So I've got this one on right now. So this one's off. And actually, I could probably show it to you with a pressure plate again so it really sinks home. So, now, I had to stand on the pressure plate for this one to open. Okay? But I'm not standing on the pressure plate this time, and the door is open. When I stand on the pressure plate now, the door closes. And again, that's because of this inversion switch. So you run your wire up to the block that you energize. You put a redstone torch on the opposite side of the block that you want to energize. And what that does is it inverts the power. So when you're not on it, the power will always be on. You'll notice that that's on and the door is open. But when you're standing on it, this energizes and then the torch turns off on the other side, and the door itself, oh yes, chickens can open it too, and the door in itself on the other side will close. And when I step off of it, it will open again. Now, it's also really important to note that this piece of wire here is actually critical, because if I were to, let me just get rid of that, and I'll put wire there. If I were to move this one step closer, right, without the wire there, and we've got that block, now logically, as I've said many times in the past, when something in a block is energized, the whole block is energized, right? Well, this is about one of the few cases where it doesn't quite work that way, because now I stand on this, and the torch at the other end is going on and off. You'll notice that little red sparklies there are there now, and they're not there when I'm standing on it. The torch is going on and off, but the power isn't being transferred. The power is transferred through the block, and the power can be transferred from the block to the torch to the wire on the next spot out. And I'll just set it back up again. So it almost seems a little counterintuitive this way, right? See, now the power from the torch is being transferred to the wire, which is in the next spot, but the power from the torch was not being transferred to the door, which was in the next spot. And I can also put the torch actually on the block, and it just doesn't matter. If, however, I put a piece of wire there and put the torch there, it does work. Alright, so that's kind of important. So, I hope you have appreciated this video. And again, if you like the video, please favorite it, like the video, pass it around to your friends, and I will continue to create more of these and hopefully show you how to do some more really cool things. Take care.